Welcome to the Hypnotherapy Learning Hub. And this program is about overcoming procrastination with hypnosis. And this is video program 1. And my name's Lorna Jackson. These are some photos of me in training. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, a psychotherapist, and a trainer and author. And I've been in private practice since 2004. And my clients attend my clinic on the Gold Coast in Australia. And my interstate and international clients are treated via online Zoom sessions. I keep very busy seeing clients for issues such as stop smoking, weight loss, anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, fears and phobias. And my clinical business consists of many referrals these days. Now, I've studied with countless well-known hypnotherapists, masters, spiritual mentors, and therapists over the years from around the world. And I love personal growth and I love learning. My goal is to help to rewire mental patterns and belief systems that can transform your life in a positive way. And also to demystify the mystical so that people have all the tools within their reach to make measurable changes in their lives. So, how frustrating is it when you know you need to get something done, but you just can't seem to get into it? Now, this hypnotherapy program can help you to release your subconscious blocks at their core. Procrastination is the art of delaying or putting off tasks, and often until the last minute or past their deadline. It can be considered a form of self-regulation failure, and due to irrationally delaying tasks despite their potentially negative consequences or the positive consequences of getting it done. Now, procrastination is never a good thing. And in recent years, there has been a great deal of research into why people procrastinate. It seems that for some, it's about not doing something well enough and therefore feeling reluctant to even get a start. So for others, there are many things in their lives that distract them. So despite your sincere desire to get things done on time, and according to a schedule, somehow that's never the way it happens. So what may be causing your procrastination? Maybe not knowing what needs to be done, not knowing how to do something, not wanting to do something, or not caring if it gets done or not caring when something gets done, not feeling in the mood to do it. Maybe you're lacking the initiative to get started. You've been waiting for the right moment to come. Or being in the habit of waiting until the last minute. Believing that you work better under pressure. Or thinking that you can finish it at the last minute. Even blaming sickness or poor health to put things off. Needing time to think about the task longer and delaying one task in favor of working on another. Now, any of those things may be contributing to your procrastination. Because you're here reading this, it's very likely that you know what you're putting off is important and that you're motivated to get it done. You just don't seem to be able to get it done or get into it. Instead, you make excuses. Maybe you stay busy with other productive but non-priority tasks, or finding yourself doing something completely different, like scrolling through social media or watching television. Does that sound familiar to you? So when your conscious efforts of willpower and discipline are unsuccessful and it feels like there's some unidentifiable force getting in the way of you getting done what you need to, it's clear that something beneath your conscious awareness is running the show. So when you think about it, most tasks that we procrastinate are boring, difficult, they can be strenuous, high pressure, or otherwise uncomfortable. We don't procrastinate eating dessert or drinking alcohol, going to a party, or watching your favorite show on television. So think of procrastination as a battle between two parts of your brain, a battle between your primitive limbic brain and your intellectual prefrontal cortex. Now, the primitive limbic brain is concerned with your survival. Think of it as your fight, flight, or freeze area of the brain. Your prefrontal cortex is solution focused and enjoys a challenge and is involved with decision making. So the more time you spend in the prefrontal cortex of the brain, the more confident and determined you are to achieve your goals. So when you overthink, fear giving a talk, worry about meeting deadlines, forecast a negative future, or you're worrying about what others may think, it all leads to some level of anxiety, which builds up gradually. And this is when you are in the primitive limbic brain. So when this inner conflict happens, your primitive brain steps in to help you to survive and has a much greater influence over your rational thinking and determination. It encourages you to put things off, to think the worst, and to do something which feels good, so you procrastinate. But not only that, it also encourages you to focus on all the negative aspects of your goals, such as how much work is involved, like how will I start? I don't have the right information. Am I good enough to get this done? And this increases your stress levels further, and which leads to further disruptions and stresses, making procrastination even worse. So how can you put your intellectual prefrontal cortex back in the driving seat? Because that's what you need to be doing. So when you're in a hypnotic state, you can access the prefrontal cortex part of the brain and train the subconscious mind to access this part more often. Now, the Hypno-Treatment recording in this program will help you to access the prefrontal cortex and to reset your brain to reduce stress and anxiety, which can build up gradually and can get in the way of you taking action. And as your stress levels fall, you'll spend much more time in your rational prefrontal cortex part of the brain. So spending more time in this part of the brain helps you to be more confident and determined to work towards and achieve your goals. So in the next video recording, I'm going to explain what hypnosis really is, and I'll explain in detail how the mind works and how the Hypno-Treatment recording as part of this program will help you to reset your mind and to operate more from your prefrontal cortex.